Hey friends! So we have half a stick of incense for our vlog today because I started it and I wasn't actually recording. So I gotta record this all over again for you guys. So let's light our incense and start over for a daily Lissa vlog. Today we will chat with each other. I hope you enjoy. So that happens sometimes where I will film a video and I wasn't actually recording, but now I see I am recording, so that's good. So it's Tuesday today. I didn't do a video yesterday because I've been working really hard on trying to get that yoga video finished. It's almost done. I'll be able to finish it as soon as I'm finished recording this for the second time. But I have my lunch, it's waiting for me. This one is gonna be a good one. I can smell it and it's been enticing me this entire time. It is a bed of romaine lettuce. We've got some purple cabbage, some shredded carrots, even some radish and green onions. We've got kimchi, we've got spiralized cucumber and chopped romas and sprouts. The dressing in the center is the cocoa tomato curry dressing from Meal Plan Volume 3. So if you guys are interested in grabbing Meal Plan Volume 3, you can head over to the link right here and grab Meal Plan Volume 3. It's in that one. So yeah, this lunch is waiting for me. Let's see. What did I talk about in the last one? Oh yeah, so this weekend was really fun. Nate and I filmed the falafel video. So that's filmed and ready to be edited. I'm going to try and get to that tonight. I'm going to try really hard to post it tonight. If not, probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, in fact, we are driving up to Portland. I have to get my fingerprinted so that I can get my green card so that I can stay here in the United States and I can also travel around. Right now, I am not allowed to leave the United States, so I can't go back to Canada. I can't even go to Mexico. I can't do anything. I can travel around the United States, but I'm not allowed to actually leave the United States. So we're gonna drive up to Portland. I have an appointment to get fingerprinted, and then after that, we'll drive home the next day. I believe there's going to be a giveaway on Lava Love USA because we're going to stay with her. She's so awesome. Lava Love USA CBD oil products and lava soaps, volcanic soaps. Oh my gosh, so good. Their products are awesome. Again, all the products that I talk about, guys, are going to be in the description box below. So if anything sparks your interest or other products that I use, I'm going to put the links in the description box below because I get asked all the time. So I'm just going to provide the links. So if anyone's interested, they can go down in the description box below. On Sunday, we filmed a lot of videos on how to shop as a vegan, from how to shop as a transitional vegan, like what to look for in the ingredients, even though some of that stuff's not healthy and we'll never eat it, but we wanted to show for those who are in that transitional state, how to shop regular vegan and how to shop as a raw vegan. And it's not complete, we just kind of go through some items in the grocery store, but we'll be doing more videos like that in the future because it's highly requested. So that happened on Sunday and I did a workshop with CARR on Sunday night, which was really awesome. Got to chat with some really cool peeps, but we're going to be teaching a lot of that in-depth business stuff, like how to grow your Instagram, how to write an ebook. You're going to leave with an ebook. You're going to leave with lots of content, your YouTube content, how-to photography, how to make like the pretty pictures of all the salads that I do, and you're gonna learn all about raw food if you come to our retreat, which is happening in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks! If you want to come to that, go to healthywealthyvegan.com. It's 10 days, February 12th to the 22nd in Portland. It's actually not in Portland exactly, it's in Vancouver, Washington, but it's like 20 minutes away, so that was the only Airbnb that we could get for the amount of people that we wanted to have. There's still a couple spots left, so if you're interested, come on for that. What else? I joined a gym, and the reason why I joined a gym is because I find it incredibly difficult to do my workouts here. I'm so distracted. I just want to work on my stuff. The kitties are really distracting. My photography, like if I make a salad and I'm stuck doing stuff forever, I just feel really distracted. And when I start the workout, or before I even start the workout, I kind of find excuses not to do it, and it just never happens. So I decided to get a job at the gym. I didn't actually get a job, but I'm pretending that I did. My job is to work on me. So I have to show up at the job at a certain time every day so that I'm there and I do my job. I have to treat my body as a job. Now, a lot of people have issues with the diet. They don't have any problems exercising, but I have the opposite. The diet is super easy for me. It's the exercise that's the hard part. I cannot get into a routine, but 2020 is my year for routine. My word of the year is routine. So I'm trying really hard to get into those routines. And this is how I'm going to try and get to the gym, but I'll keep you guys posted on how that happens. But aside from that, our 5 a.m. club has been going really well. Easy to wake up in the morning, not so easy to go to bed on time, but we're making it work and we're trying to work within that. Hard to eat before bed, but because Nate doesn't get home until 6, so it's like we have to eat really fast, and sometimes we don't eat till later, and then we end up staying up later, and that's kind of messing things up. But we are still waking up pretty much every single morning between 4:20 and 4:40. And then at 5 o'clock, we start our hour, and it's ever flowing how we change. And right now we really like 15 minutes of meditation, and sound baths are so awesome. I do want to make some videos for you guys to use during your morning meditations, guided and just like sound and stuff like that. So we do a 15-minute sound bath meditation. Then we do 9 minutes of affirmations. And the reason why we use 9 minutes is because that's the amount of time that snooze is. So we just push the snooze button. And then for those 9 minutes, we do affirmations. Then it's 9 minutes of gratitude, 9 minutes of visualizations and goal setting and our to-do lists for the day. Then it's 15 minutes of reading. And we read an actual book, no audiobooks. We want to actually hold it. Right now I'm reading 5 Second Rule by Mel Robbins, which is so good. And I grabbed a library card so that when we're finished our books, we can just head over to the library and we don't have to buy any new books. We can just grab some older ones. But the book that I'm reading next is going to be from my friend Maddie. And I got this from her. I wanted to support her. I worked with her at the natural health food store for like 5 years, and she wrote this book, Not a Fairy Tale. It's about being a stepmom, and she's Wicked Stepmom on Instagram. That's her. She's super cool. I really love her, and she's hilarious. I really always enjoyed reading her posts on Facebook, and everyone did too. And they were like, you should write a book with all your stories. So she did. It's like a memoir of the first 3 years of being a stepmom. So because I'm a stepmom, I wanted to read it. So this is going to be the next book that I read when I'm finished the 5 Second Rule. I'm just over halfway through it. But because we're reading 15 minutes now, I can get through more pages instead of the 10 minutes that we were doing earlier. After that, headstand, and Nate goes to do his workout separately because I just wasn't able to do it with him in the morning because I'm not sure why. It's just so hard here at the house to do it. So he goes out, he goes for a bike ride or does whatever he does. And I stay in and work on Instagram and posting and work on videos or whatever. Then at 7 o'clock on the nose, I head down into the kitchen where I create our lunches. And this is what I created today. I just dumped it all into the bowl. It looks really pretty, but I honestly just dumped it in there. You know, put the sprouts and the kimchi over here, kind of moved things around a little bit, but that's really it. You just dump and then enjoy. So I prepared that at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then when he leaves for work, I leave for the gym. And I think that's going to be the best program, I guess, for me, but we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see. I want to get into that routine. Aside from that, there were some questions. I got quite a few about my period and I wanted to chat about that. Someone asked if I would make a video about my experience with my menstrual cycle. And a lot of people have issues with their menstrual cycles. on a raw diet, I get tons of messages asking, did you lose your period when you went raw? And I actually got my period back from going raw. I didn't lose it, actually. So I wanted to share my story with you guys here because I don't think I've ever shared it anywhere except in maybe some private messages. So I'm going to share it with you guys here. So I started menstruating when I was 13. It was the first day of grade 7. I remember I had to use toilet paper because I had no idea what was going on. So that happened at age 13, and then ever since then, they have been completely irregular. It doesn't matter what I eat. And I've done all kinds of diets. I did the raw meat, the raw eggs thing with raw food, like kind of really seriously paleo style. I did Weston A. Price. I have done seed cycling, homeopathics. I worked in the natural health industry for 10 years, so I had access to like herbal blends and Chinese medicine and acupuncture, and I did all of that trying to get my periods to be regular. They were always extremely painful. In school, I would have to lay in the nurse's office for like 1 or 2 hours because I was like nauseated, and the cramps were so intense that it hurt super bad. And then after high school, it was like, I would say only about twice in my life did I have back-to-back monthly periods. The rest of the time it was between 3 and 9 months. The longest I ever went without a period was 9 months, and no, I was not pregnant. I went 9 months without a period, and then suddenly one day it appeared. But so I've been irregular my entire life, and I tried desperately to get it to be normal. And because I had started so young in the natural health industry, I started at age 21. I didn't want to go on a birth control pill, so I never was on the pill. I always tried to figure out a way naturally to fix it, but nothing was really helping. Seed cycling and homeopathy were probably the closest ones. They got it down to like every 2-3 months for a while in there, but nothing really like solid. And then one day, all of a sudden, it was like I didn't get one for 4 months. So some years I would only have 2 periods the whole time. And it really sucked. And my acne was horrible. My pain was horrible. Yeah. So it wasn't until I went raw. Now, I didn't go raw, obviously, to fix my hormones. I just went raw because I needed to change my diet. And I was super unhealthy. I wasn't really expecting all the changes that I experienced, but I'm very grateful for it. But about 7 or 8 months and around there into my raw journey, so almost a year in, was when I noticed that I got a month-to-month cycle. It was the first one. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, you know, it was going like, it was like 3 months and then 2 months and then 2 months and then whatever. And then it was the next month that was a month, right? And then ever since that 8-month mark, for the next, what would it be now? 4.5 years, give or take. So just over 4 years, regular periods. I've had a monthly period for over 4 years, and to this day I still get regular periods. Now, as for the pain, in the beginning was still a little painful, but it got less and less and less. And then when it started to be monthly regular, the pain had gone down dramatically to the point where most periods, I didn't even know it was coming. Like, it would just come. I'd be like, oh, whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that. Because in the past, when I was eating whatever, I would get sore breasts. I would get extremely moody and snappy. I would feel extremely lethargic, and yeah, and it would be really heavy too. Those periods in my past would be like 5 to 7 days. Now they're only 2 to 3 days. They're really light and really easy. I get hardly any pain. I may get like a cramp or two for maybe a half hour or something, but it's nothing compared to what it was. It's just the uterus moving stuff through. So you're gonna feel that sometimes, maybe not always, but I do experience a little bit of that now, but very, very, like, I would say in the past, on a scale of 1 to 10, those periods would be like an 8 or so. Now they're like a 1 or a 0.5 or even a 0. Some months I don't even feel it, like it's just there. But so month to month. And there was a period of time in my raw journey where I had a copper IUD for birth control because I didn't want to do the hormone one. That was my only choice for birth control. And I could have done things like body temperature and stuff like that, but because I know myself and I'm really not good with routine or tracking things, except for chronometer for YouTube, but I am not good at tracking things, so I opted for the copper IUD. Now, I have had that removed just over a year ago when me and Nate started to get serious. I had that removed, and we don't practice any protection simply because he has had a vasectomy, so we don't worry about that. We're not planning on having kids, so if anyone was hoping, we're not planning on it. One day perhaps we will be grandparents because Jonah or Jacob might have kids, but otherwise no kids. We've got the cats, which aren't even in my video today. So when it comes to periods, my story is that raw totally regulated my period. Now it could be a combination of things, like the fact that I was eating really clean and really well, the lemon water that I was drinking every morning that was helping my liver to filter out any excess hormones or whatever, the fact that I wasn't eating junk, animal products that can contribute to issues with your hormones. My stress levels in the last 2 years have gone down dramatically, so that might contribute to the continuing of the periods. But I think the number one reason why I didn't lose my period is because I eat enough calories. It's not necessarily fats. If you watch my fat video I just posted a couple days ago, I talk all about fats. Now, people who tend to go on a raw or vegan diet sometimes lose their periods. And if you lose your period, if I go through what you're eating, the majority of people that I talk to are eating under 1,200 calories a day. So the body is going to say, well, I'm not getting enough calories to even sustain me, let alone another life. So it's kind of like it turns off the hormones. And it's like, we don't need to have a period. We don't even need to whatever, do any of that kind of stuff, because we need to focus on surviving ourselves because we're not eating enough. So eating enough is critical. It's key. If you're eating 1,200 calories and you're eating at like an 80-10-10 style where you're eating 10% fats, that's very little fat. 10% of 1,200 calories is only 120 calories, which is like 13 grams of fat or something. And if you're eating less, it's even less. But if you're eating a lot of other foods, like we've got lots of other stuff in this salad, tons. Like this salad is huge, guys. It's massive. And that helps to balance the fats because you can eat more fats and stay in the 10% range when you eat more calories. So I think that's why I didn't lose my period. I actually got it back because I fuel myself properly and I get enough of those nutrients and good fats and all that good stuff. So I wanted to just share my story about my period because I had a lot of people asking recently about it. So yeah, another thing that people might ask about is this vegan for everything shirt. I got this shirt from Jack from Raw Tropical Living. Again, in the description box below are all the links for all the stuff, but it's rawtropicallivinggear.com if you're interested, because I know I'm gonna get people asking, so I gotta share. And otherwise, tonight is just going to be finishing that yoga video and trying to get that falafel video out for you guys. Hopefully I can get that edited, but I'm gonna sign off right now so that I can eat this salad and get to work. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my vlogs, commenting, and sharing. It means the world to me. One last thing, if you want, there's only like 3 days left to enter to win a ticket to the UK Fruit Fest, so head to fruitfest.co.uk/registration. Again, link in the description box. But enter to win a free pass to go to the UK Fruit Fest. I think it's 8 days long. It's awesome. I love that one. So yeah, head down there and check it out. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, share comments below if you have any questions you want me to address in these vlogs, because one day I might run out of topics. So send me what you want to hear. Tell me what you ate for lunch. I want to know what you ate for lunch. And follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Raw Food Romance. Follow me on Facebook, Lissa's Raw Food Romance, and on Snapchat, I'm there sometimes as Lissa Raw Vegan. So until the next vlog, fruit on.